I'm going on a date tonight from very first date of 2024. And I was supposed to meet him at the restaurant a minute ago. I get to my car and my car won't start. So I texted him and he said he could come pick me up. And usually I don't let men pick me up, but I'm gonna need somebody to help jump my car. So. Yes, he literally left me here. As you just saw, man's left me. He drove me, picked me all the way up, he drove me all the way to the bar, and then he ordered a drink and he drank the whole drink, and then he went to the bathroom and never came back. Not much to say. Not only did he order a drink the whole drink, and then leave and not pay for the drink, he also left me stranded. He left me knowing damn well that I was stranded because my car hadn't started, so he picked me up, right? He knew that I was stranded.
What?
What a piece of shit.
Let's keep watching. Bro. Don't let
And I've been blocked from everything already, which is fine, expected. But yeah, so that was my very first date of 2024, and that will be the last. Yeah. Also, can we talk about how he's a therapist? He's a therapist, so ladies, watch the fuck out.
I don't even know what's wrong with that. I think him being a therapist makes perfect sense. Create trauma, create demand,
And then
provide supply.
Get the money.
You thought he was bailing on your date. No, what this guy's trying to do is get another customer.
Oh, hello. How we meet again. Sit down. So,
let's talk about what I did to you and how it makes you feel.
I got a girl that got stood up. I'm the guy. That's me. To his coworkers. That's me. Oh, thank you, buddy. High five.
Have you been struck by a fuckboy? Come to my service here at Dr. Rossman. We'll make sure we take good care of you.
And then in the back, he has a bunch of fuckboys that he pays to go fuck everybody.
Yo, what if the most wild thing? He's like, okay, tell me what you see when you look at this image, and it's just a picture of him, and he just keeps switching pictures of him. Now, what do you see?
Me, and you, and then now. Still you.
The man who hurt me! Yes, good.
Yo, shout outs to you, my girl. It's stuff out there.
So, this went viral. Everyone wants to talk about it. But then it went a step further.
Drum roll, please. So this is the only photo I could find because he was actually already posted on the Are We Dating the Same Guy? And this is Ray. This is Ray. Ray, 37. There's so much more to say. He's not actually 37. His name's not actually Ray. Anyway, I'll be back.
Oh, you got the crunchy stuff. You got the crunchy
I found this one by accident.
Jesus.
Accident.
Jesus.
Yeah. So there's if you guys aren't aware, there's these Facebook groups or groups online called Are We Dating the Same Guy for whatever city.
I get.
Feel how you feel, want to feel about it. A lot of women will just post a dude they had a bad date with, and then everybody else will just, oh, he's an asshole. But sometimes there's dudes out there who are serial con artists, and then there's like 20 women who are in that group who are like, wait, I went on a date with him, and he tried to, oh, wait, I dated him for 7 weeks, and his name is actually, and he has 2 kids, and it gets crazy. With that being said, thoughts?
That's a con artist.
Hold up, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm never coming back. Sorry.
No, it's fine. The timing was good. It's good timing. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? What? All right, cool. All right.
This is what I would say. I just couldn't imagine ever doing that. I've been on dates that were super meh. Been on boring ass dates. The idea of leaving someone after buying a drink and then leaving them with the bill, having like, I would have at least just got her an Uber. I don't get it. I don't understand why. The only way I could ever see myself doing something even remotely similar was if I was being catfished. But if I'm being catfished, I'm nibbing that shit in the butt right off the top. I'm going to pick her up. I'm like, is that you, Cindy? And I would have just drove off right then and there. I would not entertain a conversation. That's fine. Driving her to the location, grabbing a drink, have her order some food, and then disappear. That's super weird and off to me. I don't think there's a real justification anyone could give me unless something was said on that date that was completely insane. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's off. It's super off.
Yeah.
I wasn't raised like that. I don't know. I don't even know how you savages are, and what's the point of doing that and everything and stuff. Assuming you, I don't know, man. I don't know. How do you feel good at not like? How do you feel good going back to your place and then feeling like, yeah, no, I'm a good person. I did great today. That's up. You dodged one. You dodged one because you don't want that behavior to further up. Like I don't know what causes that, someone to act like that, someone to do that, but I don't think that it translates well in a relationship.
Yeah.
You're just gonna dodge all the problems that you're gonna have, and you're gonna leave the person like that, and just not. Yeah, nah.
Like a lot of people have been talking about how they're quitting dating apps. Like this is one of the many dates that people are talking about. But there's just somebody who did an extensive video on the topic.
Go ahead.
Here's my theory about why dating apps have never been worse than they are now. I'll explain by doing a quick history of how we got here. Let's flash back to the early 2010s. Tinder is this revolutionary new app that's branding itself as this crazy new way to meet people via your phone. Like many of you guys, I wasn't old enough to use it because I was in high school at the time, but we all knew about it. I mean, like Kendall Jenner was promoting it. So for a time, it seemed totally legit. But over time, it developed a reputation for being seedy and primarily for people who just wanted to do booty calls.
No. I'm old enough to remember because I was one of the first people to sign up. And at its inception, it was primarily an app for people who wanted to hook up. The problem is, it went mainstream and a bunch of ladies were like, I want to find love. So they started signing up on Tinder, not realizing folks were looking for booty calls. So then they were like, oh, this app is disgusting. It's like, yeah, you went to fucking a strip club and found out there were strippers there. That's your problem, not ours. You know what I mean? You went to the wrong spot. There's plenty of fish. There's a lot of different apps at the time, but no, they went to Tinder. I want to make friends first before we go on a date. That's why the app went to shit. Today's video brought to you by Raycon.
I personally use the earbuds. They're in my everyday life. When I do sport, I use it when I'm on the plane, when I'm traveling.
It's water resistant, so when I'm sweating, I don't got to worry about these things messing up on me.
With the Raycon, they have these earbuds that you put on and it fits right in your ears. It's a wonderful fit. It's a wonderful sound. Sometimes there's a lot of things going on. You want to suppress that unwanted noise. Let me suppress. There you go. And they have noise isolation so you can focus on the real good things in life.
When I'm flying and I got to take these long hauls and all these different connecting flights, I pop these in with me and they last throughout the whole trip. And so I can go to sleep peacefully, not to have to listen to any babies on the flights, man. It's just so nice. And the other competitors, far too expensive. We offer the premium sound at half the price. Go to the link in the description below or go to buyraycon.com/ABBA to get 15% off.
Plus free shipping.
If I remember correctly too, Tinder was popular first on college campuses and universities.
It was popular because it was Olympics at the time. I remember there was Olympics. One of the big things that happened is that Olympic teams were hooking up. I don't remember which Olympic it was, but I remember specifically there was one Olympic at the same time that Tinder was on. I think it was Australia. I don't remember, and people in the athletes village or whatnot, the Olympic village, they were using Tinder to just find each other, and it was a whole ass fest. And that also promoted Tinder, but it was exactly for the reason that you said. It was really to hook up. Mm-hmm. Now you got all the people from different countries all at the same spot, able to let's go see what the gymnasts are talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I don't think that was how it started, but yes.
It didn't start, but they helped it promote it.
Here we go. Online dating app Tinder gains popularity among college students. You think college students were out here looking for love? Created by USC alumni and co-founders Sean Rad and Justin Mateen in September 2012, Tinder was first launched at university starting at their alma mater. It was never for relationships. Mm-hmm. College students were just hooking up like crazy. Yeah. There was outbreaks of chlamydia and everything. It was wild time. Yeah. So that's how people were hearing about it initially. So people were coming on the app looking for relationships like that's not what this thing was for. And so it just kind of shifted over time until it went downhill. But her telling the history is incorrect.
So a few years later, in direct response to Tinder's gross vibes, Bumble launched, creating a space where women made the first move and ostensibly solving the problem for anyone who wanted a place to go if they wanted to find a relationship.
And then found out that women don't like making the first move, so Bumble was also dog shit.
But like Tinder, it eventually got overrun by people who just wanted to bang and its reputation declined. Again, in direct response to this was the emergence of Hinge, which, despite, fun fact, being originally designed to match you with mutual friends of people you are on Facebook, was rebranded as the dating app designed to be deleted. And so it overtook Bumble as the place you would go to find the real deal. Now, this all happened in the late 2010s. Then what happened in 2020? The pandemic, which threw a wrench in this cycle and kept Hinge popular for longer. But what's happened to Hinge these days is exactly what happened to the apps that came before it. Because one of the main ways these apps make money is by selling your data. And to have as much saleable data as possible, and just to drive business growth, they want to sign up as many people as they can. But that's a double-edged sword. You can't drive growth and retain your sterling commitment to set people up with life partners at the same time. The more people join an app, the more people just want to use it for hookups, the worse the quality of people on the app gets, the more diluted the original mission gets. And at least with Tinder and Bumble, there was another app to jump to if you really wanted to find a relationship. But ever since Hinge, no other app has come on the market that's a genuine competitor. Smaller ones like The League or Coffee Meets Bagel or Locks Club have all come up, but they're too niche to really crack the mainstream as the next big thing. So if you're wondering why your Hinge feed is absolute trash, it's because it too has hit the inflection point where it's so oversaturated that it's sacrificed quality for user growth. I remember the old days of Hinge back in 2018 where it seems like I was awash in a group of men who were exactly my type, aka Hinge just pushing guys who went to Ivies and worked in corporate America. But these days, Hinge puts those people behind a paywall because it doesn't actually want to be the app that you delete. That's a horrible business strategy. So it's going to make it a lot more difficult for you to get off the app. And that's where the rose system comes in, where it identifies the people you would most want to match with, tempts you with their existence, but puts them behind a paywall so you have to spend more money to even talk to them. Because selling your data isn't enough. It wants you to spend as much money as possible to find people you would actually like. Which, in my opinion, doesn't even end up working because receiving a rose from someone isn't flattering, it's unsettling. No matter who you are, the idea of someone paying to try to talk to you when they don't even know you feels desperate. Not a good first impression. Counterintuitive to the function of—
Whoa. The feeling of someone having to pay to talk to you seems desperate.
Yeah.
What the fuck you think we were doing in clubs buying y'all drinks?
Yeah, but that's also seen as desperate.
Well, how the fuck am I supposed to meet you? You want to be high up in your tower with me to fucking meet you and everything and stuff? How am I supposed to do? Just
talk to the people.
Oh, hi. Yeah, but sometimes you have to have a conversation starter and stuff like that. And sometimes it's with money like a drink or whatever, a coffee. You're going to talk over something.
No, you don't. If you don't know somebody, just going up to buy them a drink is weird. It's super weird. First off, especially if you just pop up with the drink. She's like, I didn't even see that drink being made. So you a random person. I'm not accepting a drink from a stranger.
I'm not making my point clear, and that's my fault. My impression is that if you go talk to someone, right, you're still going to pay to meet them. You're going to pay to talk to them. You're not going to sit there and just, hey, let's have a talk. No, you're going to be like, let's have a coffee. Let's have a tea, a drink, or whatever, whatnot. So and oftentimes in the dating world, the guy is paying at the end of the.
I think I know what's going on. I think you're misunderstanding. What happens is
possible.
You can like somebody on these apps, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Instead of liking them, you can super like them, or you can give them a rose,
which
you pay for those.
Yeah.
And what would be analogous in the real world would be like you walking up to a girl like, here's this drink, I have this drink, you want to talk.
That's what you're saying.
That's weird. Mm-hmm. Now, if you go to talk to somebody, be like, hey, you want to grab a drink? That's fine, because you're starting with a conversation point and then moving on to drinks. And that's how most people would say that's acceptable. Running up to somebody like, hey, can I buy you a drink? If they're not already attracted to you, they're going to find it off-putting.
Right.
For a lot of people.
So that's why she's saying it's unsettling.
Yes, because her point of view is like, I'm already on this app for free. I'm like, and you're paying money. Like, how too desperate or invested are you into this dating app? That you're paying the money to have matches.
It's my fault. Because in my head, you on the app, you desperate too. But
I'm mad at you.
That's because I'm saying you're judging his desperation because he's willing to pay, but you still on the app. You on the girl side.
Yeah. But
we have to pay.
You have to understand, these ladies, the way they have this app is wild.
But that's what
this is what they do. I'm going to tell you what they do. They download the app. They get a bunch of matches. It's overwhelming. They delete it right after.
I understand
it's crazy.
I understand. And I know that because I've seen some of my girls do the exact same thing. But I'm just saying, you calling someone desperate because what are the rules? These are the rules? Let me play by the... Oh, I'm desperate. Oh, my bad. That's what I think is off. That's the rule. Okay, it's unsettling. In the position that you are as a girl, you don't have to pay. Men usually come to you in the way the app is made, or they want to make the app. They come to you and they talk to you and this and that. And sometimes I can't even talk to you if you don't talk to me. Of course I'm going to pay. What else?
Well, I mean, you can just do it the regular app where you don't pay and you just swipe. She's saying, like, you can just swipe. Like, you paying extra money to set this up is weird, is what they're saying.
Okay. Sure.
Hey, listen. I'm not saying what you're saying is crazy. I'm just saying their perspective.
I get what you're saying. It's just that to me, and that's me because I'm not on the app, and that's probably my privilege. If you're on the app, you're just desperate. But that's me, and it's okay to be desperate. Like wanting to have someone to fucking cuddle you and hold you. I get that.
Yeah. My thoughts on this. Listen, I think apps have changed. Dating has changed. Do I think apps today are worse than they were before? No. I think people just get more old and more bitter. And then they hear the previous generation complaining and they're like, it's much worse. Online dating was shit at its inception and it's the same shit today. It's no different. You just got more filters and more control. On Hinge, you can fucking swipe by race. You can swipe by whatever. Yay! I be turning on that racial filter.
Yeah,
like,
I know,
ooh,
but didn't you?
Ooh.
Yeah, so you like Hinge?
No, I don't use it. But when I downloaded it, I was impressed by that. But that's the only difference. It was like this when OkCupid was around. There was plenty of people wanted to hook up. Every app was the same. So them pretend like it's different is not. You have TikTok now, so everyone tells you it's worse, and you're constantly being fed that it's worse, so you believe it's worse. Dating is not different in terms of online stuff than it was before. It is the same. But the problem is a lot of y'all don't even go outside. When I used to have the online dating apps, people used to go out. They used to go out on the weekends. Now you motherfuckers stay inside and browse online all day. So there's no balance in your life. The problem isn't online dating, it's that you only do online dating. The problem is you ain't got no life outside of online dating when it comes to meeting people. That's the real issue. So that's my thoughts on that. But her whole telling of the history of dating apps, she just making shit up. Because I was old enough to use a lot of them. I was old enough for High Five.
What's that?
Those were dark days.
Those were dark days.
MySpace angles were full on in effect. You guys have no idea how many times people got catfished by some fatties.
Yeah.
By some uglies who was taking pictures like this.
From the top. From the top. From way up.
Yeah. Bitches think it's like you could only see their forehead, and if they got a nice forehead, you'd be like, I hope that rest of the body's okay. But you was never gonna find out because all 7 of her pictures were the same. I don't like it, and you wouldn't have either.
Want some waffle fries?
Yeah.